Shalom, shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Salutations to the hopeful elect brothers out there pushing this truth with all diligence and sincerity, risking their freedoms and their lives to do so. This is the brother Lahab coming to you with another lesson. Hey man, are you really a piece of poop, or are you fighting to get this crap off of you? Is really going to be the title of this lesson, which has been a spirit that brothers been talking about all week. That you know, as the whole saying goes, you hear Jake say it all the time. I mean, I ain't shit, which is something we really shouldn't say to a degree. But when we do say that, we're saying it, understanding that we were all in shit. We still are, to the extent, except we be the elect, but we have to hold on, and we're fighting that old man every day. You're fighting to not be things that relatively were like when you were sitting in that shit, man. When you were in the world, when you were doing all those filthy deeds. You're fighting to cleanse yourself of that every day through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, So the Lord is still cleaning that shit off of most of us, man. Really all of us, until we be redeemed, you know. But are you digressing back to, oh, well, that nigga really is just a piece of shit. We done cleaned him off and none of that shit came off. It was just, he was actually shit guy. His breath stinking. He didn't wash his ass. And these are all the ways of how you carry yourself with your conversation, man, your conduct. This nigga he wanted to go and commit adultery with another man's wife. This nigga fucking was stealing the other day, man. Not only did he steal from me, he stole from brothers. He stole from his own brother. Damn, he tried to molest his own brother's kids, man. Are you that piece of shit, man? Are you that guy that we can't trust you around anything, man? Well, then you know what? Go be in the shit and see how that goes for you. Hopefully you get flushed down the toilet, because our Father doesn't like the smell of stank, man. But that's what this is really about. So, hey, man, if you feel like you ain't a piece of that you are low and you're not much, that's one thing. But you need to get built up and try to be like the Heavenly Father, man. Try to be like Yahweh Shai. Like, yeah, we don't esteem ourselves to be much, but what the Lord gave us, he gave it to us with reverence, because he gave us an honor. He gave us a talent to live up to something, that we have to be a father. You can't just be this sluggish, backsliding son. As a matter of fact, let me get that before I get what I was going to get. This is Sirach chapter 22, verse 1. It says, a slothful man is compared to a filthy stone, and everyone will hiss him out to his disgrace. It's also another one that talks about a slothful son. I really want to get that one. I thought it was one that said it. Like, yeah, I'm probably wording it wrong, but the whole point being is that, the Lord has no need of a man that won't work to do better, man. That's what this is all about. That's why the elect is going to receive something, of course, still undeserved, because it's still the Lord did the majority of the work, but you can't expect to get paid if you never did anything. So the Lord is still going to pay his servants for doing the work that they did until the end. They didn't work just for a measly trinket. They worked for the real check. They worked until the end because they believed in the company. And that's what we do. We believe that the Lord is going to take over and make this place a better place. But we have to put in our work as well. So the slothful man is compared to the filth of a dunghill. Every man that, this might be it, is every man that takes it up will shake his hand. You don't want nothing to do with that, And that's what's eventually going to happen to the guys that come into this. And I'm getting another precept, and I'm going to go back to the topic. Since an evil nurtured man is the dishonor of his father that begat him. And that's why the Lord is not dealing with that, because you haven't been evil nurtured in this truth. You've been nurtured in righteousness. You've been nourished with the sincere milk. You just didn't follow it. And a foolish daughter is born to his loss. Exactly, man. Actually, hold up. I already know where it's at. I don't even have to word search it. trying to make this as edifying as possible, but I'm trying to, I'm kind of pressed for time. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse I know it had to be in Sirach 10. Yeah, it was. I always overlook it. Salakia. This is Sirach chapter 10, verse 17. Nope, was too hasty. Thought I saw it. Salakia is Sirach 6. This is Sirach 6 and 4. It says, "A wicked soul shall destroy him that hath it, and shall make him to be laughed to scorn of his enemies." Exactly, man. That filth that you were heaping up, well, that eventually was going to destroy you. We get rid of shit, we burn it. What do, man? You cleanse the house of it. So if you're the filth that's in the house, you are going to get cleansed. There's no other way around it. That's why we pray and hope that we're not a part of that. Because at the end of the day, you can have a guy that's sincerely in it, and then the Lord removes that spirit from him. He tried. You thought you saw an arm under all that shit, but shit was just a stick or something that was in the shit. There ain't no person in there, man. It's not a righteous man in that. It's nothing but a shitty being. All right. This is 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 18. It says, "For Hamashiach also hath once suffered for his sins, for the sins, the just for the unjust, that he might bring us to the Most High, being put to death in the flesh, but quickened by the Spirit, by which also he went and preached unto the spirits in prison, which sometime were disobedient, when once the long suffering of God waited in the days of Noah, while the ark was the preparing, wherein few, that is, 8 souls, were saved by water." Yeah, in which we hope to be a part of that 8 souls that was saved in the past, man. That we hope to be a part of the righteous, That in this time, when the Lord prepares those new arks, being the chariots, that we enter into them, and we get saved from the coming destruction. All right, it says, verse 21, "The like figure whereunto even baptism doth also now save us, not the putting away of the filth of the flesh, but the answer of the most of a good conscience toward the Most High by the resurrection of Yahushua Mashiach," which that's the true putting away of the filth, which is to follow the Spirit. It's not just you doing the so-called righteous acts. It's not just you thinking that's gonna cleanse you. No, it says that our acts is as filthy rags, man. That our righteousness is as filthy rags. So we still have filth on us. That's why we have to do something. You have to continue to wash ourselves and wash others. But Yahushua, being the cleanser, he's gonna do all the washing, man. All right. Who is going into heaven and is on the right hand of the Most High, angels and authorities and powers being made subject unto him. I'm gonna end it off with one more. I think that's it. Because right now we're called to change our deeds, man. The Lord is near to do it, man. It says, hey, that now is the time to wake out of sleep, man. For our salvation is nearer than we believed. I think it was 9 and 9. Yeah, this is Proverbs chapter 26. I'm going to start at verse 10. It says, the great God that formed all things both rewardeth the fool and rewardeth transgressors. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. So are you really truly that sick dog, you know, returning to your BS? Or you actually a man that's trying to do better and cleanse your ways, man? That you realize that the former deeds were sickness, all right? Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than of him. But you can't be prideful either, man. This whole thing that we're walking about is not of us. It is simply Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. The slothful man says there is a lion in the way. That's the reason why you can't do it. It's the reason why I can't do it. You're making every excuse in the world. A lion is in the streets. As the door turneth upon his hinges, so doth the slothful upon his bed. The slothful hideth his hand in his bosom. It grieveth him to bring it again to his mouth. Damn, you so slothful you can't even fucking help yourself out, man. Says the sluggard is wiser in his own conceit than 7 men that can render a reason, man. You know? So at least these guys can render a true reason. You're a sluggard and you're going to make excuses for your bullshit, man. Now is the time to turn away from it. He that passes by and meddles with strife, well, that's pretty much going to something else. The point being is that we are all to change our ways. That's the reason why we're back on this earth, to hear this truth again. To listen to it in sincerity and pray that we be a part of those that are going to be redeemed, that actually were obedient. But with that, I'm going to end this lesson off and give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakakwadash. Shalom, and the Bible Ball.